when I make a poll. If you are to invite only Noah or only Diana to the party, the lack of people who chose Diana is disappointing.
I like Noah more, so
Oh no. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Refresh Step, where you recover yourself for the main step. I'm yours for today, tomorrow, and the foreseeable future, Theodore Lu. And I'm with the host battler in the UK and admin for Battle Spirits English Wiki, Ayumu Seiki.
hello.
Hello Ayumu, how are you doing today?
Oh, alright. Just typing up your freaking daily diva post.
Yay.
And then also editing my next video.
Ooh, nice. What can we expect?
Like I haven't thought about the divas for so much until you asked me to do all those stuff. It's like I wake up, it's like, yes, today's my turn to make a post. What do I write about? and I make that list first in like 5 minutes, and then like write about it in like half an hour, something like that. This is what I do after I wake up, like even before I brush my teeth.
Nice. But you know,
Yeah, because like I'm the kind who like warms up, needs a lot of time to warm up when I after I wake up. So like, usually when I after I wake up, I've got nothing to do. I just roll in my bed for like a whole hour. But like if I got something to do, I just sit up, open my laptop, just start typing, and then only until either I need the toilet or I'm hungry do I actually get up and brush my teeth and do the usual stuff.
1 hour is actually quick. I think I'll need 2 hours.
Bruh.
That's why I'm trying to get up at 6, so I will be ready for everything else at around 7 or 8. There's
Bruh.
that. And I think like yeah, I think I took like maybe like the writing time, the net writing time is like half an hour. It's like because I put this and that and I got distracted along the way. I think it took me like at least 1 hour to write my part of the articles. So for context, of course we are talking about divas because apparently that's our identity now. No, just kidding. we have been part of the diva cult. It is not a cult as you think of it. It's a CULT. It's an acronym for cultured, unbending, loving team. Yeah, that's the difficult. That's who we are. Yeah. So basically, we are trying to, since Diva is going to get their 10th anniversary this year, and we will get another Diva booster, and we'll also have like the Diva Cup as well. So we are trying to make a little propaganda, if you may, on how the Diva deck works, to kind of like give you an idea how it works. I'm not sure what I'm trying to sell there. But yeah. That's and I got distracted again because I kind of wanted to give the sample of how this series article called the 1 Minute Diva, where we kind of like give you a brief a really brief introduction to each diva, like what diva is involved, like what is the win condition, like how generally the setup works. So it is not too deep, so it's something that you can read over lunch. And if you are interested in learning further, we have given you some of the cards that are relevant to that deck, so you can start like reading the other cards, and then you can build your own deck and make it your very own diva deck. Diva format is relatively more forgiving unless all your friends are no fun and they all play 4 witches and you cannot touch anything, and they lock all you out of doing anything. Then yep, I think you need to find a new friends. But yeah, that's but I also wrote about the four witches, so I guess I'm also the one that you need to find new friends from. Karma, I guess. No, Ayumu was ignoring me for his tea.
Oh well.
Oh well. But yeah, speaking of
Yeah. No, keep going. What is it?
Speaking of the divas, as usual, we have the dresses revealed this week, which is that is including on the same day after we are recording, as usual. So first of all, we have Sexy Tenma, which she
Yes.
yeah, that is
Yes.
which is super nice. She
Nissan.
yeah, it really brings out like the best part of her physical features and like the flowers and everything. It's really nice. Well, the only way it can be improved is maybe if somehow her dress has all 6 colors, which it probably has. Her hair is purple, so we only did 5 other colors, and she does
actually does. She actually does.
Hmm.
So if you zoom in onto
Mhm.
onto the metal rolls on her chest,
Oh,
you can see the 6 symbols.
Yeah. I can see that. Oh, yeah, that's definitely the touch that we needed.
Yes, it's right in front of her huge assets.
Exactly. Which is her heart, of course. Because she has the diva that accepts everyone. She is based on god sex. So although she belongs to team Hyakarioran, she also accepts other girls from other teams. And her ability also requires that. So instead of the 6 Heavenly Rush, which requires you to have multiple spirits with multiple symbols, she requires you to have divas from multiple teams, which is probably not that hard, because I think like almost every single major spirits in Hyakarioran, they also belongs to other teams, so that kind of counts.
Yeah.
Yeah, she herself has absolutes.
I think the dress can be improved by adding a shoulder cape.
Yeah. Ooh, that would have been will have been really cool. She would look totally like a mafia boss that way.
Yeah, but like that's the best part, isn't it?
Exactly. Because we want to up her.
And I do wonder, how do you even tie the hair?
That's an interesting question. Yeah, I think like the problem with
It's not
the
heavy,
of course.
especially with like all the huge hairpins all like on the same side of her head. It's like,
Yeah, I guess that's
in the
why.
spirit world, you have some magical power to hold them anyway.
Exactly. That's they are spirits, they are not humans. Just to note that. But yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The hair.
Do you know how to differentiate if a card is a spirit or not?
It depends on their hands, right? So if they're a spirit,
Yeah.
they have they have the yellow symbol on their hand, in the back of their hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like Lara.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ailing, you told me this before. I remembered because because that's something
You're learning.
Ayumu told me, so it's important. Yes, I'm learning. What a throwback to our first ever BSS video.
Did we talk about that there? I think we. Yeah, we did it. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause like I think back then, they would also make the number of crystals on the spirit the same as the cost. I think.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it's a nice touch. I think like the other interesting thing that I found out, but probably for later because that's something that is available in the Diva that was also introduced last week. And then we have Amethystonia, which is a surprise because among the double vivid spirits, like I don't think she even part of double vivid. Why do I suddenly forget? Battle
She's not.
spirits. She is not, right. She is a support for double pivot, but she is not double pivot herself. Yeah. But that's nice though. I like her expression. It is. It made me feel
Yes,
like,
the coup d'etat.
yeah. It made me feel like sometimes life doesn't have to have meaning and it's fine. You can function as a human being, probably. Okay, so she has the gem on her on the back of her hand. So she has
Funny
the
you said that. Funny you said that because that's exactly so.
yeah. Is that the
I
one
was
that we are
reading up.
talking about? Huh? Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
and wow, our delay is really strong. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
That's
Hello.
hello.
Okay, seems a little bit better.
Okay. So yeah. So is this the gems that you were talking about before? The one on Sonia's
What
hand.
was?
Hmm?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm. Wait, so that means she has the dragon in flesh.
No. I mean, divas can. No. I mean that they are spirit, but I don't mean that they're the original ones.
Ah, okay.
If they have of crystal on the back of their hand,
Mm-hmm.
then they're the spirit type.
Mm-mm.
I say it this way because if you look at the groundwalkers, they don't have crystals.
Ah, oh yeah. Okay. Now I remember properly. Because like in some of them it's a little bit unclear. So they either the crystal is smaller or they pose in a really specific way in which the crystal is simply just not visible. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one the dress is
Yeah.
simple but not really nice. Also, I think it's the same.
Yeah, I always like the lavender color, so
Yeah, it's really calming. Yeah, I think it's the same with what we discussed like last week. It's a matter of the contrast because she has white to dark purple, which well, not really dark purple, but it's the color is like dark enough to kind of contrast with white. So I think that's why this works really well.
yeah, true.
Hmm. Yeah, I think the delay is still a little bit hard. Maybe you need to.
It can't be helped.
Yeah, I think let's try ending it first, and then you try to start a call. Maybe that will give us a better server.
Sure.
Okay, we did so well for the last I don't know how many minutes. It's for the last 15 minutes trying to talk with the delay as if we are in the same room. So hopefully now it will be less awkward. Although
Yeah.
I try to cut all the technical difficulties as much as I can. Less about hiding what is actually happening, and more into like, we just don't want you to kind of like, why is this guy's like talking about technical difficulty that doesn't that doesn't happen, because of course if we are silent for like 5 minutes we wouldn't include that. And yeah, just not to break your flow, although we just did, but yeah. And that is another two guys who are not designers talking about fashion. And finally, speaking of fashion, the pick of fashion this week is the double Nova sisters, the Fleur sisters, Diana and Noah.
Yeah. Look at that
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, Diana's back is perfect. That's the end of me, man. Like no matter how much Noah has in front, like Diana's back is like everything. And I am certainly not disappointed that when I make a poll in our community post on if you are to invite like either one of them, like either Noah or only Diana to the party, like who will you choose? Like the lack of people who chose Diana is disappointing. I thought you guys could have done better. You guys could have made the correct choice, but you didn't. I am so disappointed.
I like Noah more, so.
Oh no. No, Ayumu, you are supposed to bet them, not join them. But yeah, I can understand that. I think generally speaking, people probably like Noah more. Not just because of what she has, but also because like if you read the flavor text, like Noah is the one who's like really ambitious. She will always want to be the center. Like she has the goal in mind. But like Diana is always more into like, yeah, I want to support my sister, which is also a noble goal, but it's more like when I think it's more relatable when you for more people when the ambition is to better yourself rather than to support other people. Although there's definitely other people who also want to connects to that feeling of wanting to support other people more than rather than bettering themselves, kind of thing.
Well, not really, but like, I just prefer Noah's personality, I guess.
Which is what I just talked about. Nah, just kidding. But I can, yeah. So let me hear your argument, Ayumu, before I unfriend you on Friendster.
Rare.
Yeah. Do you even have a Friendster though?
Sorry, a what?
A Friendster. It's
a Friendster. Never heard of that.
Yeah, it's the predecessor of Facebook, and it's the epitome of like personal blog. So like that is why when I first opened Facebook for the first time in my life, I was like, this sucks. I cannot put any soundtrack. I cannot customize my profile page. All people's profile pages is the same. So I thought like Facebook is super boring, and then Friendster died.
I'm too young to know about this shit.
God damn, I get curse this generation gap. But yeah, so back then we have this social media called Friendster, in which you can kind of like put custom themes on your profile, and also you can put music on it. So it's kind of more like a.
This sounds so bruh.
Yeah, it's really like your personal blog, but like really simplified kind of thing. Yeah, I think it's during my teenage years. It's also it's pretty trendy to have like a personal blog in which you have like a soundtrack of copyrighted music blasting at other people. Good old days, and those are the days where wearing headphones is still not too common. So yeah, that's also fun. Yeah. But yeah, man, I forgot what else I wanted to say because I put my eyes back on Diana's dress and it's like, yep, I just can't I can't focus on anything else after that. My goodness. So before I got to more distracted, let's clean our mind a little bit with the news that is a little bit more serious. Because April is ending, May is approaching. So if you're in Southeast Asia, don't forget to don't forget to check with your local distributors, World of Cards, and all their subsidiaries, or not their subsidiaries, their partners on for the Battle Spirits 3-on-3 championship in your country. So if you're in Singapore, Indonesia, and Malaysia, in Indonesia it's on 12th, by the way. It's 2 weeks from the start of the month. It's 2 weeks from now. It's literally 2 weeks from now. I will try to ask my friend if we can get the footage for that. Maybe finally we can get the commentated Battle Spirits match. Who knows? If the time allows. But yeah.
Good luck, everyone.
Good luck, everyone. Yeah, I think Malaysia also already have like 31 teams registered, which is crazy. But they are also the largest community in Southeast Asia, so I am surprised, but not. I am impressed, but not surprised. That will be the word.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's good.
Yeah, it's always good to see that kind of growth, and yeah, Malaysia is the one that we need to beat. Indonesia needs to be like, I think like so far we have like 9 teams registered, which can be better.
Yeah, it definitely can be better. Yeah.
Need to rile up the boys. Cause like the price is also pretty nice, right? The 6 freedom playmat.
Yeah, it's the Hades playmat, isn't it?
And it's the Siegfried and playmat is for the champion and the participation. The Hades playmat is something that you can buy during the championship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so for the Hades, you
yeah,
get
the Siegfried one is alright.
Yeah, I mean like it's literally the Siegfried in the card art. Like the Hades one is special because it's a new one, but of course because it's special, they need your money for that. Of course.
Yeah, I mean, I never really interested in Siegfried's design anyway, so it was alright. I would want the Hades one more.
Yeah, the Hades one is a chef's kiss. It's it's just too beautiful. I just can't get my mind off it. Although it cannot, since he has a snake vision now. I mean, like his card is snake vision, so it's like, will we get that secret treatment for the edged Grandwalkers as well? I really wish we did. Yeah, we will. Isis needs more versions, man. The past Isis is not enough. We need more Isis. And speaking of Isis,
well, we'll see how that goes. Yeah.
Sorry.
We'll see how they make the support.
Yeah. Cause like now they have Olim and Ulrika. And I think like the manifest actually can kind of work with how the Grand Force works, so it might be a central mechanic for the indie decks if they bring them back. Like instead of,
I mean, they'll probably be lazy and just reuse the old decks.
True.
Just so they don't have to think about more themes as well.
True. Probably they will make something like a true manifest. So like instead of the Grandwalkers being a spirit, you can choose the Grandwalker with the same name. So basically, if it's Brahma, then you just Brahma. You have to choose any Brahma nexus, so you can either choose the contractor or the old Brahma. Then you force to put them in the soul state. You move the core to the spirit, but the spirit cannot have their cores removed by any effects. And at the end of the turn, the spirit will be destroyed. The core will go back to the Groundwalker Nexus, and it will go back to the field, kind of thing. That is the rough idea that I have in mind. So it's definitely
This sounds very complicated.
Yeah, too complicated, I guess. But it's probably just it's probably going to be just like Grand Advent, isn't it? It's one spirit and same name, but like if you don't need a soul core to do the manifest, you need to move your core to a spirit. So you have to have a spirit first. That is the only limitation. You have to have a spirit on your field. You move your core from the Grand Walker to the spirit, and then you can summon. You can do the manifest. I guess that is a little bit. It's a little less complicated, and it doesn't encourage you to have like 6 Saraswati on your field, and then start of attack step, manifest 6, flash timing, Grand Force 3 times, and then work with everyone.
Unga bunga, I don't know why you're cooking with the pasta.
Exactly. And speaking of cooking with the pasta, today on a random note, although we put on play Digimon card game, and the only memory that is still living rent-free in my head, although I don't want to, is that memory when I was lining up in Spiel in Essen, where they have the stand to learn like the Bandai card games, and I, of course, since I already know Wild Spirit Saga and I ended up teaching other people, I also line up for Digimon card game because like the line for One Piece was impossible. I visited the One Piece part like several times, and the line is always more than 20 people, which is good for the game, good for the community, but not good for me. The Digimon one was much more manageable, so I guess why not? I've been wanting to at least check out the game for a while. Now we have a chance, so let's do that. And then I painstakingly like raise a Wargarurumon from the PEB to Gabumon to Garurumon to Wargarurumon. Like I painstakingly raise him, and then I move him to the field, and then I attack my opponent's security, and then bam, first card, DDG Falls 3. Yeah. So about that. And then because of that, I was so shocked that my Wargarurumon was gone. It goes back to Gabumon, which can still attack actually. But like, oh my god, I was so distracted by my loss that I did not realize I have enough attack for little. My god. And then because it's already the late game, and then there's a tutorial, right? So you only have like 3 security instead of the usual, I think 5 or 6. So of course, my opponent, who is a little kid, he don't really understand what he has to do, so he just summoned everything. Like he just hard-casted everything, giving me like lots of points. Since you know how the memory works in do you know how the memory works in Digimon?
Yeah.
So basically, he hard-casted everything, so he ended his turn like giving me like 5 memory to work with. So it's like, I should have a really, 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 really big advantage here. But also because he has like 2 very big Digimon, I cannot remove them. So he just attack me normally, and then like I just lost.
Lol.
Yeah, so that's my deepest, darkest memory with Digimon that I don't want to remember anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I'm still having.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always have
Go on.
I always have a hard time like choosing which Digimon to start with because I like either Imperial Drama or Shine Greymon. I think also, yeah, I'm also quite easily influenced, so I always like the newer Digimons, the series, not really the Digimon. I think like Shine Greymon is still cooler than Serious Moon. But yeah, it's always like, do I want to do that to the deck? I think like the problem with like entering a TCG sometimes is you choose a deck, and then most of the time it will be either one of the extremes. Either the deck sucks, it is out of the meta, so it's it used to be good, but it's no longer like it cannot keep up with like the newest decks, or it is the newest kid on the block. It's the meta deck. So even though you want to build it just because you like it, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg just to start this game. Because it's the meta, everyone wants to make that deck, and then all the price just skyrocketed, and then it's like, yeah, yep, no Digimon for you. I'm sorry that I am poor. Okay. Well, anyway.
Yeah, I never actually learned how to play, but like I just kind of get it from watching the others. And then I've never watched Digimon myself, so I don't really know what Digimon are out there. I mean, I know like the most obvious ones, like what Agumon, Gabumon, Omnimon, Megamon, whatever fuck you up, stuff like that. So, but yeah, I never really have a favorite one. Not really interested in them.
I see. I think it's same with me with Pokemon and Digimon. There's just too much that my brain can't keep up, and then I just don't know like which one is my favorite because like whenever like, yeah, I think I like this guy, and then like the new shiny guy came up, and then like, oh, but this new guy too. Yeah, I think like unironically my currently most favorite Pokemon is Wishy-Washy. Just really like,
Wishy-Washy is cute.
yeah, it's cute as fuck. It's
It's
cute as
cute
fuck, and
and
then
it's
like,
also
yeah,
cool.
yeah, when it is like the school form, like it's like just way it looks fierce for a fish with the like a giant fish with the cartoon eyes. And the fact that
I guess so, yeah.
yeah, and then the fact that it is just a bunch of small fish like gathering together, it made everything better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got a little bit distracted. So
Have you actually seen the actual fish? Like, the kind of fish that actually swim together.
Oh, I don't think so. I used to visit like the SeaWorld a lot, but I don't know why I don't have memory of the fishes. So yeah, where did you see the fish, Ayumu?
Canada.
Canada, of course, Canada.
Canada.
You did everything in Canada, don't you?
Yeah.
You committed your first crime in Canada, which is the crime of having a flawless hair.
I was very tempted to just walk out of what's called Walmart with something in hand, unpaid.
Oh my god. Why would you do that? That's fucked up.
I don't know. Sounds fun.
You're getting your like the teenage rebellious face like 10 years too late.
Yeah, basically.
But then, yeah, I'm kind of worried like with that sometimes. Like I know I would not intentionally steal, but like these days, like because it is so cold, like sometimes my hand just froze and my brain just froze. So sometimes I was just worried if I was looking at the product and then I stare at it a little bit too much, and then my mind blanks, and then I just leave the store with that still in my hand.
Oof.
Yeah, it never happened, but it's just a little fear that I have in the back of my head. But yeah, anyway, I brought up Digimon mostly only because something happened today for once before we are recording.
Okay.
Which is they just released because they, well, if you remember in the worlds, they kind of like started to circulate the trailer for this project called Digimon Liberator.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Which is,
remember that, yeah.
Yeah, the manga. And they just
Oh, it's a manga.
Yeah, it's a manga.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is that is like one of the, yeah, that is a little bit of a, I think like they take the community kind of takes it into like, yep, you could have built like something that we wanted, but you built something, I guess, kind of thing. But yeah, so today they just released like the theme song for Digimon Liberator, both on the Digimon card game channel, which is in Japanese, and the Bandai official Bandai card game channel. So I thought,
Which is English.
At first I thought, why are they like uploading two of the same video? Turns out they are both different versions as well.
Oh, it's like different language.
Yeah, different language.
Interesting.
Yeah, the English one is a little bit awkward though. I think like the singer is still the same, either the same pen or the same artist. Of course,
I see.
Yeah, of course it's Japanese. I try to sing along since the lyric is in English, and it's like, I can't keep up. Like, it's like, this is all English, but I don't think this is how you pronounce things in English. The song is still cool. It's just I can't. It's a skill issue on my part. I'm not dissing the song. It's a skill issue in my part. I thought I could keep up with how he sings, but I can't.
No, you still remember the first opening of Ultimates.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's like instead of beautiful, he sung as bountiful.
Did he? That one I've sang so much. It's like I just didn't register it in my mind anymore. It's in my muscle memory now. If I listen to the song, I think I can sing along with him. Yeah, I can't remember the song in my head, but I can sing along with the music.
I can't remember the exact lyrics on top of my head, but like it has one line in English and it just sang bountiful.
Nice.
And then also the opening for Topabashin, because the pronunciations aren't the most accurate. So instead of go ahead, this you can hear it as go to hell.
That is perfect.
And then my friends used to be like, "Yeah, go to hell, go to hell."
My God, we need to sing that in the karaoke. My God, karaoke. My God, the Japanese pronunciation is closer to the Indonesian pronunciation. I can't pronounce it in English.
Oh yeah, I'm not used to the English as well.
Karaoke.
Karaoke. It's like, do you mean karaoke?
Yeah.
Because Chinese also follows the Japanese pronunciation. Well, obviously, so yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Like, why do I think like it's mostly because how
Just-
words are
it just-
pronounced in Indonesian.
It's just the American pronunciation.
Yeah.
They see the word, they think it's pronounced that way, then they just stick to it.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, like, even if you think about it like phonetically from English, it's like A is not supposed to sound like that. It's like, I guess like if the A doesn't have anything behind it, it can sounds like an A, but like, I mean, like I literally just said A, but like, and I can't process like the letter A being in the middle of the word, and then it is pronounced as A, which is karaoke, which I think like if you take the vowels apart, then yeah, I guess it kind of works, but together it kind of didn't register into my head.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Mm-mm. Yeah. English is fine until you find the weird stuff.
Oh no. Oh no, it's never fine. It's never fine. You always find something weird. When you actually learn, when you actually study the language,
Mm-mm.
like you know. Yeah, like you
Yeah.
you know that it's weird.
Mm-mm. Exactly. Like language in general is just weird. Like in Indonesian, we have like tons of suffixes and prefixes, but like they don't really have a like if you use Indonesian like long enough, you kind of know like what is the difference between using this prefix and that's prefix and that suffix or that suffix. But like if you ask me to like kind of why is this suffixes and prefixes used here? What I mean like what change of meaning does they give? I would say I don't know. Because and also like sometimes the prefix can be like it also like makes a lot of problem when you kind of like have some conjunctions that are used that literally looks like a suffix like d, which is I think it kind of equivalent to the English in, but it's also kind of like a prefix that can kind of make a noun into a verb. It's like for example, the word for grave is makam,
Okay.
and then to be buried is dimakamkan. But like
So
if
it's like
you
what? In the grave.
no, this dimakamkan is dimakamkan, which is all connected, so it's all one word. It
Okay.
means to be buried. And then if
Okay.
you say dimakam with a space, so that one requires a space because it's not a suffix, it's the conjunction. So
Uh-huh.
it literally means in the grave. So that's why it's just impossible. And then you go to like a more strict language like German, which yeah, this language is strict. It has lots of rules. You have to remember lots of things. But then you came with the expectation that okay, so if I remember all these rules, then they all should work the same, right? No, because like I think like the most like the most famous example that the German teachers usually use is the word kuchen,
Okay.
and then especially as an Indonesian, like the way like German alphabet is pronounced pretty similar. So if you ask me to spell kuchen, I will say it's Kucken because it sounds like a K. So
Yeah.
it is and which in German you pronounce the letter K with K. So
Uh-huh.
it's Kuchen. It should be Kucken.
It's
Can you
Q.
yeah, it is not Q, but can you? There's only one word that is only one letter that is incorrect in my assumption. And can you guess which one is it and which is the true letter? I'll give you 5 seconds. Yeah. Yeah.
C?
Nah, it's Gucken.
All right. You can.
Kuchen. Yeah, but like you will assume that it will be rat Kuchen that way because it's K in German. It's like, huh, no, it's Kuchen. If it sounds like a K. So apparently I think it's a kind of like a product of like it was absorbed from like the local language in that area. But like the rest of Germany just use them and then it just becomes normal to them. So just Kuchen just uses G, and it's a pretty commonly used word. I forgot what is the literal meaning, but like the functional meaning works something like yeah, I will look into that basically. So like if
Okay.
you basically if you are still looking at like for example if you are still looking at the menu and waiters ask you like, "Are you ready to order?" So basically, then you will order. You are the einmal cooking. So I will look at the menu for a little bit more, basically. So yeah, it is a pretty commonly used word, which is why they kind of like use it as a example. Fun fact about German.
Yay!
Yeah. The not fun part is the not fun part is finding a job here, but anyway. And yeah, I'm still bitter about Digimon Liberator because we got like one promo pack from the Worlds in the Bandai Card Game Fest. And I really want the girl with the yellow jacket. But I got the stupid parrot instead.
A stupid parrot.
Yeah. I think it's like the evolution of the main character's Digimon. Like,
okay.
No, I don't want you. You look cool though, but I don't want you.
Okay. Lol.
Indeed. Yeah. I think like I and Andres are the only people who got them, and yeah, he also didn't get one. I think he got the main character actually. So even farther than the target. But speaking of main characters, like there's also another main character, which I believe she is for the light novel, and I just found her out, and I really like her design for some reason. It's just simple, but it's like it does make her look like a main character. Like thank God that she became the main character.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Because otherwise, it's another design wasted.
Yeah, she looks like my type.
True. Although she kind of now that I see her, she kind of reminds me of the female protagonist from a meme. If you the War in the Borders, meme warrior at the borderline.
Sorry, what?
So it's a robot anime. The name is AMAIM. So a meme. Yeah.
AIM.
Yeah. Warrior at the borderline. So yeah, how do I describe it? But yeah, she really looks like she is like they are pretty much like 70% identical. Like they both wear like purple inner suits, and they both have red hair, and they both have white coat on top.
Yeah, they look like sisters.
Yeah, I know, right? The only thing she is missing is, oh my god, no. You know what? Her partner, who her partner Digimon is. I think you know of this Digimon because he is also in Pale Spirits. It's Impmon.
Okay.
The rookie version of
Impmon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they basically also they both have a partner who is like vaguely purple and have horns. Yeah.
True. I guess they're kind of like that, yeah.
Yeah, I guess, but a meme is also a Toei project. Wait, I am speaking out of my ass right now. So a meme is a project by Sunrise Beyond. Close enough. Not there. But I think like the funny thing is her. So for the novel character, her partner is Impmon, but like she has a like unlike the Digimon Tamers Impmon, which basically just digivolve from Impmon straight to Pelzemon. This one has a new evolution line, and for some reason, it has a cross between Growlmon, Megalogrowlmon, and then Megidramon, but they are all modeled after. They all have properties that is like that makes them shout like heavy metal, but in the wrong direction. Like the Megidramon literally has like his wings is literally made of guitars. Digimon Imon Yuki line. Yeah, so it's oh my god. It looks oh my god, there's this web pit thing. Let's see, how can we do this? Open image in new tab. No, I don't need this. Oh yeah, that is much better. Yeah, I don't really mind the other stuff, but it's more into like kinda want to make things a little bit bigger. Yeah, so that is the I don't know how to describe this.
There's some weird evolution shit right there.
I know, right? Like imagine having Megidramon, the embodiment of pure evil, having the having the wings of electric guitar. We need to show this to Josh. I think he will either really love this or really hate this. And I really want to know which one is he is on which side he is on. My goodness. But it is in another way. It's actually kind of like a nice touch because like Impmon and Guilmon are basically rivals in the Digimon Tamers when they were introduced.
Okay.
Yeah. So and Belzemon, when he first digivolve, he defeated Megidramon actually. No, well, I am not sure whether he defeated them, but like basically, he overwhelmed like the ultimate level. It's like Megalogrolmon and the others, and then because of that, like Megalogrolmon Guilmon got angry, and then he digivolved into Megidramon. He cannot control it, and eventually he reverted back into Guilmon. I forgot what happened in between. And then the first Biomerge Digivolution or Biomerge or Matrix the second stage of Matrix evolution begins, in which Guilmon merged with his tamer and becomes Dukemonn that we all know and love. My gosh, that evolution scene is badass. You know, I'll probably need to show you the clip later. And I'll probably like how Sakuyamon evolves, but yeah. Anyway, because what else? My mind just got blank because of Sakuyamon. My goodness. But this is a pretty slow week because PS68 has just been released. So we got no new news, yay! Other than the release special for the PS68, that Athena, that one is actually pretty nice though. The border of Athena, yeah. So yeah,
it's a very huge improvement in the SPR that they make.
Yeah. So instead of just a normal blank background like they always do, well, it's not really blank, but like they usually like focus on having like a PS logo on the back, and then it was colored by the colors. But like this time they kind of like give them like a specific background that is shared between Athena and her avatar, which is pretty nice. But it's always nice when you see like the interaction between the Grand Walker and their avatar, isn't it? Although we
Sorry?
mostly no, I mean like when we see like the Grand Walker and the Avatar actually like interacting with each other, I just find it quite nice. Although like the one who is most apparent is only Saraswati. She literally track her avatar into doing pop music. Yay! Yay for the divas.
I wish they release a new song for the divas, but
Right.
probably not.
Or maybe now that, or maybe they can start a new Aikatsu project in which they play Battle Spirits, so you can handle 2 anime at once.
Yeah.
And then they can
Actually,
just
that just sounds like a wild idea.
yeah, I think it's a wild idea, but it might work. So it might be Aikatsu where they kind of like use the diva, and then so basically they can kind of like sell like the old diva costumes, and then they make it into Aikatsu cards, and then like basically like the Aikatsu idols just use that, and then they can kind of like when they collected like the full set of the dress, then they can kind of like converse with the diva, with the diva that actually has that dress, and then they can dance together. Wouldn't that be really nice?
Yeah, that sounds nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Although that will be also probably hard because you know like how Aikatsu works, right? They have to have the same body type because because their dress should be interchangeable with each other. So if they have different body type, then that means they have to draw more
No,
models.
that's not the problem. Just because they don't want to make another model. As simple as that.
Yeah, no, that is exactly my point because like in the anime it's still quite okay, but like because they have a game and then like the game, like the card in the game is like basically the dress, so the dress needs to be able to be worn by any of the girls. That is why they need to have like the same body type. Otherwise, they need to redraw everything.
Yeah.
Not good for the mega corporation, isn't it? They can definitely afford that.
We don't have enough money.
They can. I mean, like they could have made like at least like 3 body types or something. Make the like mix and match a little bit. My goodness. I guess Aikatsu has been. It's also kind of like a legacy system thing, right? Because Aikatsu has been around for like a real while. And
it's like this is the 11th year.
no,
No,
yeah.
12.
Oh my goodness. It is almost as old as Battle Spirits now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Battle Spirits is already 16. Oh my god. I mean, like sometimes I don't know whether people when people who don't play TCG like ask me like, hey, how long have you been playing this game that you always talk about so much? And I counted, haha, I've been playing since 2016. God, that was 8 years ago. I am still pretty. I always feel like I'm still pretty new to Battle Spirits, but it's like, huh, I'm still pretty new to Battle Spirits 8 years ago.
You can never master Battle Spirits.
I know, right? It's always the problem. I always feel like I am good enough to at least not lose to most people who just played, but it's like I've reached a plateau, and to break into that plateau, I'll probably need more time.
For sure.
Yeah. And
I still find it really funny how Aikatsu is later than Battle Spirits, but the models really suck. And like so somehow it shows that like Bandai knows how to model a monster, but they don't know how to model a human.
Yeah. I guess that's why like until like Gekiha, like the difference between the CG in Gekihaden and Bashin Toppa, like the difference night and day, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, but no, you gotta remember Aikatsu was 2012, so that was the same year as Sword Eyes.
oh my god.
And they still couldn't model humans.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Sword Eyes. Yeah, Sword Eyes. I think like the most impressive thing is the Rara file. Because like I think
Oh
that
yeah,
is the
true. I can barely remember.
yeah Raraval. I think she's the one of the first angel that got the model, and her model is actually quite decent.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Because like if you remember, like before that you have Sophia, so finally Sava Sophia, and then like the Sophia is just animated, but the animation is like hand drawn, and all other
Yeah.
like all other spirits are like CG, and then the angels are the only one that is like hand drawn. It's like, huh. It makes things nicer, yes, but it feels jarring. It's like they don't belong here. The art is nice, don't get me wrong. It's even like when I compare like the anime Sophia and then the Sophia in the card, it's like, huh, the anime is much better for some reason.
I mean, you see them moving. That's always better.
Yeah. Yeah, but still. Speaking of like the Sophia card, it's like the new Sophia and that will come out in 2 months. It's like I still can't get her out of my head. She's like
It sounds like smoking crack or something.
probably something better.
Yeah.
As you know, by the time this episode is out, I will probably be streaming tonight, or I have streamed because like I don't know when I will have time to edit this podcast, but I am trying to keep a streaming schedule of at least once every Saturday. I guess like even with my current schedule, I think I should leave more time for other stuff. But yeah, at least I finally done the purple only run. It was
Yay.
yeah, it was painful. I lost against the NPC like 3 times.
Bruh.
And one of them is like the diva, like the diva opponents. Like no,
Bruh.
this is one of my main decks. I should have known better. It's like no, the only thing that helps me is like I know for sure that I will lose. I only know that I don't have out from her attacks. God damn it!
Why are you so weak?
I don't know. There. I don't have an excuse for myself. It's skill issues, isn't it? I can argue that my deck I didn't draw the out, but like I somewhere along the way it's either I attack way too soon and she has enough course to finish me, or I forgot to put some setup cards and it bit me back. My goodness.
Oops.
With that, I mean, like, at least the one that I've that you will definitely know is will be the next one. I will be doing a white only run, so that one will either be better or be more shank because I played more white than purple. I kinda have a feel for some white decks. So should be better in theory, but also might be more chang because I know all the cards, and then these are all the cards that if I play it in normal BS, I probably wouldn't have the chance to play. So I kind of want to try this chang, and then it's like, this kind of works. Maybe this will work. So yeah, I think like the problem with me is I always preferred like the high roll strategies, like if I cut this and this, then it will feel very good to be pulling off this combo. And then like I drew all my combo parts and I don't draw any, and then I still need like 5 turns to pull this off. It's like, God damn. I can't do this.
Oof.
Yeah, it's always hard to balance like between the finisher and the starter, right?
Yeah, that's why I don't use Dragon Knight.
Dragon Knight. Yeah, I think like by Dragon Knight kind of get worse when I took out like the because like at first I was like, haha, for fun I'll put in the Arthur from the last episode that has double symbol. And then after I took him out, it was like, suddenly this deck feels normal. I feel like I only won because the NPC was fucking up. This was like, if I have the art there, I think I can finish it there.
Yeah, like that's why I don't like playing against NPC.
It's going to be fine, Ayumu. you will.
I don't have friends.
Yeah, don't have, and I don't specifically. I don't have friends that has the connected battlers. I guess Amamiya might have them, but he's probably already threw it out. We never know. No, maybe he didn't throw it out, but like his room is slightly more disorganized than mine, so who knows? Maybe if we dig deep enough into the ground, we will find his copy of connected battlers. Who knows?
Hmm.
But speaking of connected battlers, I read the review the other day, right? So, and which the guy was kind of like, yeah, the game is kind of fun. I enjoyed the story more than I thought. Like, I feel like the characters are actually quite good. And if I were to criticize it, if I want any improvement, is I hope that they would have doubled down on the story aspect and made that added some like a dating sim like a dating sim mechanic, and you can kind of like battle the girls to kind of like the characters to kind of like get closer to them and unlock certain events. So yeah, I think like he specifically said the girls, but I think like if you can kind of like unlock stuff from like getting closer to other people, it might add some level of gameplay elements to it. Like for example, if you for the DLC cards, maybe if you fight like a red opponent a lot, then you can kind of like you might gain access to like older archetypes like Zeus probably. So maybe not too much, maybe 8 cards, but still, that's a nice bonus, isn't it? I guess I think like the biggest boost that they give from the DLC is actually like they give you for 3 copies each of Artemis Shield and Yggdrasil.
Okay.
Yeah, so which is really helpful. So we can make, even though I don't have the DLC, which will give me Skirving and everything. I think the Armored Machine Gacha is still pretty solid because now I have Yggdrasil to summon out I have 3 of the Yggdrasil 10 and 3 Yggdrasil to protect my spirits. Haha. and then I entered my attack, like when I practice, I summon Yggdrasil. I have two Ragnarok in my open zone. And then I proceed to enter my attack step. And then because I have been testing like for like the whole day, I was kind of dozing off, and then I accidentally pressed end this step. I am disappointed in myself.
Why are you so weak?
I know, right? Like I think in the end I still won, but it's like I think like I've told you before it, but I prefer to fight like Fuko, which she uses the plants, like the tree sprite, like the green origin deck.
Okay.
Because like she always like summons a lot of spirits. I think
yeah, the plant spirits seems interesting, to be fair.
Yeah.
Too bad they suck.
I know, right? Although Botanical Phoenix is actually really strong, but like for some reason the AI never exhausts my Nexus, so that made things a lot easier. Because like what made Botanical Phoenix like really strong is like it has a level 2 effect, which can return one exhausted spirit or nexus to the bottom of the deck. And the spirit, and then the card that you retain by this effect cannot activate their effect. And then Spell Connected Battlers, which has the card pool from PS 52 to 57. The World Type Nexus, which can flip themselves when they are removed from the field, is still really prevalent. And if they flip, they can basically stay on the field longer. They can activate very strong effects. Like the red one will destroy one that is like 10,000 or lower. And in the later games, it can even destroy 20,000 or lower. Which would have killed the Botanical Phoenix. But of course, it prevented that, so you can't do that. My goodness, but yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that in my green only run. Gosh, there's still 3 more.
Good luck.
Yep, there's still 3 more colors to go through, and then after that, I will have to rethink what to work with.
You have to rethink what to do with your life.
Yeah, that's like I was thinking of doing like a character only run, because like you have the main character Toya, he's using Supreme Hero. He's really bad at that. He's using it. Because like for some reason, like because his signature card is that dragon that can give you, that is also not a Supreme Hero if I'm not wrong. But basically it has an excel of 4 costs. It gives you 2 draws. And then if you summon it, it is only 2 costs. It has True Clash. Yeah, I can't defend that, but yeah.
Bruh.
The AI would always use that on his first turn, so basically you have more time to set up. And apparently and to note that at that point of time, he is the champion of his regional championship. But by regional I mean like because in Japan how they do it is they have like the regional, in which it is only like one prefecture kind of level, and then they have the national final after that. So I think like if you compare to Saga, it's kind of like the store regional. So basically he won the store regional, and then he won the store regional if it has like 60 participants. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So he apparently won with that. And you know what's worse?
What?
You have a scripted loss. You have quote unquote scripted loss in the game, right? I think this is a spoiler, but I already played this game like 3 times now, so you can check out if you feel spoiled and you want to know the rest anyway, you can just check out my yellow run. It has the full story. The others I kind of skipped through the story, so yeah, that will be the most complete part if you want the story as well. But anyway, so basically at one point he ended his whole deck against the final boss. So of course he lost, right? And they didn't even bother to do like a scripted battle like in other games, because like you can't really make a progression in which you have to lose, right? So they kind of just skip, and then like, oh no, the main character lost, and then he lost his deck, and then like his deck was given to the guy who uses Izanagi Izanami. The Izanagi Izanami guy is not the final boss, by the way. And then if when you challenge the Izanagi Izanami guy again to get your deck back, he put that card inside his deck, and then he always uses it in his first turn. So actually the Izanagi Izanami encounter, like the first one, is actually harder than the second one. Imagine that. Because he will definitely waste 1 turn to use that Axel at some point. My god. Why did he do that? Yeah, why did he do that? That's fucked up. No, right. And like, yeah, I think have I told you like what deck the final boss uses?
It's like, it's Nightling, isn't it?
Nah, it's a white purple chariot.
Where?
Yes, exactly. His ace card, which so basically all the ace card of each character, they have this ability called a story mode. So if you play it in the story mode only, they will get into your hand just like the contract cards, but there's a one extra. So actually, the most broken one is the white one, because not only that it is an ice princess, it is an armored machine, and then her effect is basically a burst wall. So basically, it's a 4 cost to reduction. You can summon her, and then at the end of this turn, end the attack step. And then on top of that, she has a flash effect, which allows you to exhaust her, and then you can return one spirit that has lower BP than her basically. Her BP at level 3 is 9k. So basically, if you have the Ice Princess Grandstone, it is you can return anything that's 14k or below, and you can end the attack step. Instant Battle Spirit's fun. Yeah, and then like the the fun part is the purple one. It's I think it's I didn't even want to remember. It is just way too heavy. I even already forgot like what the what the name of the card. Like I never even cared. I think like aside from the Ice Prince, I don't even remember like what are their names. Although I think I kept them pretty close. Where are they? They just disappeared. No, I lost my promotional cards, Ayumu. I'm sad. I have the loader but not the cards.
I forgot. I've already forgot about like half the promo cards.
Mm-mm.
Oh, you mean you mean the ones that came to Switch?
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, I wonder where I put them. I kind of wanted to try putting in the white one. I think like the white one, when I talked with Wilson, he kind of wanted to try it out in his deck as well, like one time. But like turns
I
out,
guess it works. Yeah.
yeah. Like I think he said that he can't use it because it was not released officially like outside of Japan.
Oof.
So yeah, it's like, okay, so we have region lock now in the
Wait, can
game.
you not use it?
Yeah, I think like that's also why like I think like in some tournaments you can't really use stuff that is like released only in Japan, like the PSC 29 if I'm not wrong, like the one that is exclusively for the gacha. And then
BSC 29.
yeah, and
Which
then
one is
the old
remember?
and then the old Godzilla collaboration.
Mm-hmm.
So that one you also can't use them.
All right.
Yeah, so PSA 29 is the
I'm pretty sure those are just your own rules. Cause like
no, it's
cause
no, it is. I think it's during the Asia final that he can't use it.
where
Yeah,
okay.
but I think like it's more into like the bigger tournaments. So the small tournaments, it's fine. But that's like the funny part is if you play Godzilla, then you can't really use the old cards, which is
That's a sad.
yeah. So I think the notable cards from BSA 29 is the three smaller God King Searcher. So the Glorious Raccoon, On Code Merlin, and Calamity Uri, which I think Glorious Raccoon is the only one that is really doing something. And then the very broken his cards, which I think in the end got it got limited to 1 copy per deck.
Oh
And
yeah.
yeah, the one that give you 2 draws for each wound.
For each one?
So each time you summon a worm, you draw 2 cards.
Oh, all right. His
Yeah,
cards.
his cards. His
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that one is also the three and like the 3 God King, like the 3 smaller God Kings, or actually like the smaller spirit that is like cosplaying as the God King. They were kind of released as a promotion, like a promotional thing. So you have to trade in the points that you got from the booster packs. And I think they are limited to like you can basically only trade like 3 of everything. It's like if I already trade for a 3 on Cod Merlin that I cannot get, then I cannot get Glorious Raccoon anymore. So I can only trade a total of 3, which is sad because that is the pool is kind of shared between Southeast Asia.
Right.
Yeah.
Oof.
I said Southeast Asia, but I think like Vietnam has a different distributor from us. So yeah. When I say Southeast, whenever I speak Battle Spirits in the context of Southeast Asia, I mean Singapore, Indonesia, and Malaysia. Other countries, I think Thailand and Vietnam has their own distributors, so their condition will be much different, and my opinion will not really reflect on what is happening there. Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the that's the dot card. dot.
Oh yeah, the dot card.
Yeah. Exhaust every spirit.
I just cut the ellipse. What's the word called? Eclipse. I can't remember. I think it's called ellipse. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Ellipses. Yeah.
Ellipses.
Ellipses.
Or I will just awkwardly become silent. Flash. I will use magic. Got any flash? I will be silent for like 5 seconds. Awkwardly be silent for like 10 seconds and then like exhaust all spirits. My god. Yeah, some of the cards in this set I kind of wanted just because it's sounds fun, like the Mogami family Steiner. When your spirits are destroyed, destroy an opposing nexus. When your spirit attacks, destroy an opposing crab named spirit. My god.
Yeah, that one is pretty funny.
Yeah. But the light and dark sacred sword is here. When an opposing spirit braves, exhaust that brave spirit. When a brave spirit is destroyed by the opponent, separate the destroyed spirit and return it to the hand. Not too shabby.
Yeah, a lot of the cards aren't like the worst, but it's very conditional.
Exactly. Oh, there's the rising sun.
The rising sun.
Yeah. Just like you in my life. No, just kidding. Don't get that.
Why are you gay?
Huh? Nah.
You are gay.
I'm not gay, you're just homophobic. Destroy any number of spirits up to total of 5,000 BP. Wow, I can destroy so much.
Yeah, it's fucking shit.
If you control any Apollo named spirit or ultimate mate, destroy any opposing spirit up to total of 10,000 BP and destroy an opposing nexus. Yeah, I think that is better, but that is literally just burning force, isn't it? It's like literally burning force.
I guess.
No, I mean like
not really.
Yeah, not really, because you can destroy the nexus during flash, which is nice. Then I really like this obsession with victory, and then the effect is just specifically destroy an opposing God King family spirit. The hate is real, man. This guy got his ass handed to him like by the God Kings like multiple times because he is bad at building decks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of felt bad, but I also kind of didn't feel bad about him because like sometimes these rival characters, like all the non main characters usually their card pool is just shit. like I can't even blame them for building build bad decks, especially like the people in the isekai, because like most of battle spirits are set in an isekai, and usually they got cards like the cards are basically like an ancient artifact, and then you kind of just find them in places. So if you find like the shit cards, then you play the shit deck. So you can't really blame those people for playing shit decks, but still, this guy came from our world, so he has access to good cards, but he didn't get the good cards. So I think that is a skill issue. Isn't it? My god.
Yeah, they just I suppose like Bandai just thought that the God Kings were a bit too powerful at that time, so they just released these specific cards. Destroy a God King.
Nah, this is a joke set. I think that's just to kind of like emphasize his hatred for the God Kings.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I think like the real hate comes from Bramson. Hey, the God Kings are getting a little bit too strong. What if we release? What if we release a card in the Mega in a starter deck that prevents you from playing the game for one turn? Very fun. Yeah, and like I just realized like the final episode was kind of watchable, but it's also kind of dumb because like the main villain, like the villain, just casually has 2 soul core to start the game. So the ultimate has this ability called Soul Drive, which basically you sacrifice your soul core for a very broken effect. Like just like the one that I just previously mentioned, the red one basically destroy all opposing spirits, and then until your next turn, your opponent cannot summon anything, literally anything, not even with burst, not with anything. They just lock the mechanics out of the game, but at least your opponent still get their turn. They can deploy Nexus, they can set down burst, they can still set up. So I think that's still a little bit better than extra turn, arguably. But he has to. But the limitation is you can only use this once per game because you remove the soul core from the game. But he has 2 soul core. So that kind of discards the rest of using the soul drive. So yeah, that was fun. And then like the final postcard is like basically the first introduction to Advent, right? Well, like
Yeah.
instead of sending your soul core to the trash, it sends your soul core to the void. So I was like, how did this guy use Advent if he has used Soul Drive? Oh, right. He has 2 soul cores. I forgot about that.
There were some weird episodes.
I know, right? And then like the most fun part is like the I think like he has like that magic that basically allows your spirit to block while exhausted. So basically the God King guys, because they're so basically the boss card basically just locks them from using Seal, which is the mechanic that lets the God Kings use their effects. So basically they use the Hikari Majin, so the Light Demon God, which discards their entire deck to summon every single God King in their deck.
Yeah, but it mills your whole deck as well.
Yeah. So basically, if the main villain can block that, he will win. So I think he not only has that magic that allows the ultimate to block while exhausted, but also something to end the attack step. And then the final boss already wanted to do that, but he was the final boss was controlling the cat, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, so the cat just took over and then discarded it for the boss ultimates effect. He literally burned that card to crisp. that was the most well done performance that he ever made in the whole series, man. And that is when he was using literal fire to burn the card. God damn it. And then he just took like 15 symbols or something, or 30 symbols. I lost count. And then he gained like symbols of every single God Kings on the field, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then for an Exercit and Bison has 2 symbol. So it's 12 plus 2. So it's 15 symbols each. If my calculation is not wrong. It's probably wrong, but yeah. Yeah. Those 2 episodes are fine.
I watched them without subtitles as well, so it's not like I remember everything.
Yeah. I think one day when we somehow made the decision that we should drink and we are a little bit tipsy, we have to rewatch that episode.
Oh god.
It will be the best shit we ever see in our life. The last 2 episodes of Battlespace Double Drive. And for some reason, like the opening for Double Drive is one of the only song that they have available in the like in the event karaoke when we went for karaoke in Dokomi when I sang with Tamamiya.
Okay.
Yeah, like so and I didn't even remember like the song name, so it's like yeah, there's this list of titles. Some of them I recognize, like the opening for Heroes, and then several others. But like, there's this one song that I don't recognize, and then like I asked Amamiya like, which one is this, and he said, it's the one from Double Drive. Oh, that one. My goodness. Yeah. So there's that story. And then we sang the whole all the openings for Heisei Riders for some reason.
No, yeah, I only know a few of them. Be the one from Build.
Oh yeah, be the one, yeah.
And then Overquarters.
Yeah,
Overquarters. From Zio.
Yeah, that one is also
and
nice.
Like, that's it.
Mm-mm.
That's literally the only ones I know.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if you're only asking for names, then also remember Break the Chain because
it's literally
because I'm looking for Battle Spirits and it just keeps popping up. So
yeah, but Battle Spirit Break the Chain is better though.
Yes.
Nami Tamaki really did her magic. Yeah.
And then I think I still remember one more. Over the Decade.
Oh yeah, Over the Decade. Yeah.
Or is it called something else?
Wait, I need to remember. I only remember the song. Wait. Over the
Journey to the Decade.
Yeah, Journey to the Decade.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's a lot of YouTubers covering that. And then also Justifies.
Yeah. Justifies is also really famous within people who do cover songs. And then Life Alive, that is opening for Kamade Ryuki, which is also, I think you might not know the song, but you might stumble upon it in memes. So they meme the Ryuki opening a lot, in which the one where they break the mirrors and then like Ryuki just appears. And what else?
Yeah.
Yeah, 01 is also pretty nice. 01. Yeah, so that is Real Ice.
Yeah, but Sailor One is Heisei, isn't it?
yeah. Oh no, it's already Rewa.
Yeah, it's Leo.
Yeah, so it's not. Yeah, Overquarter is the last.
Yeah, it's the
Opening
last
for
one. Yeah.
Heisei. Yeah. Yeah. So the Kuga one. Actually, like it was also iconic because I think it's one of the last Kamen Riders intro that was translated to Indonesian. So I think from Agito onwards they don't translate the opening song, the intro anymore.
Hmm.
So yeah, the Indonesian version hits hard though. Those kind of like the opening songs that are like translated into Indonesian, that they are like really they they are like masterpieces because they use Indonesian words that you don't use in real in daily life. So it's like, huh, I just knew this word existed. And the fun, also the fun part is like, so I think like the first commercially sold Kamen Rider in Indonesia is Kamen Rider Black. So
Okay.
they translated him into Satria Baja Hitam, which is
Okay.
the Black Steel Knight, basically. Which is still cool. Which is cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, which
Yeah,
is cool.
I
Which is
can
cool.
see where they're coming from.
No, no,
Yeah.
yeah, which is cool. And then the the and then when Kuga comes in, they kind of like kept the Satria Baja Hitam, so they kind of wanted. I think they kind of wanted to make the sequel works kind of like Power Rangers, so it's like all is Power Rangers and then the series name afterwards, right? So instead they made it into like Satria Baja Hitam Kuga. So they and then the 5-year old brain fun part is basically someone made a parody of the Kamen Rider Black opening, and then they changed the Satria Baja Hitam into Satria Batang Hitam, in which Batang is also a slang for your yeah yes yeah that part, right, yeah. Yeah, and then they just made it into basically kind of like the lyric is kind of like, yep, don't drop the soap, or you know what will happen to you, kind of thing.
Bruh.
Yeah. You should not be too hasty because he might not even be a woman. My goodness. Those are lyrics that might not fly in recent times, but yeah, uh it was a product of its time, definitely. My goodness.
Nice.
Yeah. And then what else? Akito, not really much that I remember. And then after Akito, it's Blade. Oh yeah, Blade. The opening is one of the openings. Like really, it really resonates with my teenage brain. I really like it. Which is the second opening, and then there's the what is the name of the song again? But like the first opening, I kind of appreciated it more as I get older. And then after Blade, it's Hibiki. There's no lyrics. Because like I think Hibiki was not supposed to be a Kamen Rider. They were planning to
Oh yeah, they did
yeah
say that. Yeah, it was supposed to be something else.
yeah, it was planned to be like a new series, but they kind of like, yep, nope, we need to sell it as Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Kabuto, of course. Next level. Yeah, I think the name of the song is Next Level, which is next level. uh, Kabuto,
Nice.
Dan, and then Dan was, oh yeah, Dan was really nice. Dan was I think so far I had fun with Dan. Dan was the most fun I had watching Kamen Rider. I had more fun than I thought I would have. And then Kiva. Kiva, we already talked about the Break the Chain and then Journey Through the Decade. Yeah, and then I also kind of like remember how the Kamen Rider works, like how the series is ordered because of the because of the decade, like when he transferred from decade to decade complete, like it kind of like has that song, right? It's like Kuga Agito then Ukiva. And then it's Kuga Agito played. Kuga Agito Ryuki played Hibiki Kabuto then Ukiva.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that kind of that kind of like ancient sounds. That's why also I when when Geo first transformed into Grand Geo, I loop that sequence from time again and again. It's like the music is just it scratches the deepest part of my heart. God damn, don't know why. I am a sucker for like the anniversary series, so like I really like both Ticket and CO and Geo, although they are the one with the least substance, but still, just feels nice.
Yeah, I tried to watch a lot of Kamen Riders. Could never get past episode 5.
Yeah, I can understand that. Just like sometimes it's also not a matter of the story actually being bad, but it's like sometimes you know that there's 45 more episodes after this. I'm not sure if I want to commit to that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I was saying, oh yeah, Geats looks good, and 2 episodes later, I'm going back to anime.
Yeah. That's probably also why I think I should have continued watching Mushoku earlier, because now
Oh, Musaku's so good.
no, right? Because like I know I will
I'm
like it,
planning
but like
to start like the novel tonight or tomorrow.
have a nice journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean like that is also like one of the thing, right? If I continue to watch like a little bit earlier, I think it will have been more manageable. But now, while I know I will like it, but like Mushoku, I think I am at episode 13, so I have like around 20 episodes to catch up now.
It's so first season was 25.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
wait, how many do you watch again? 13.
13. So basically, the first I
You,
watched
you,
like
you still got like 20 episodes to catch up.
yeah, that is why it was like in the same time I could have watched two trash isekai. Yeah, do I want to watch like one really good isekai, or do I want to watch two trash isekai?
Yeah, it's yeah, I mean it really depends on what you're looking for. I just really like Musoku Tensei also as like again like watching everything from a white writer's perspective. That's why I want to read the book as well. I just want to see like the difference and also like how they actually describe the scenery, because if the the anime can like make everything so precise, it also means that the novel in the first place is precise. So yeah, so like I think it's very worth reading.
Oh yeah, and in that sense, like Bookworm is really faithful to the novel. Because you can see like everything is a description. That's why everything can be detailed, because like everything is a description. If you have used that much description and you describe nothing, that is a skill issue. They describe way too many things, but they actually describe something. So that's why Bookworm is good. Yeah, I think like the only time that I feel disappointed by the writing when I actually read the novel is actually Outbreak Company. Because I really like the anime and how they kind of like portray like a more soft approach to the modern world trying to enter the isekai as a whole. Like then you have a Gate which is a little bit more aggressive, right? Because they just bring the whole army.
I'm never watched Gate.
Yeah, it's it's fun. Yeah, it's the kind of thing that is fun if you turn off your brain. So maybe it wouldn't mesh with you. I don't know.
Now what?
Now what? I also blank. But yeah, by the time you are listening to this, I will have at my graduation party, which I don't
Oh,
know
nice.
what will be available. But speaking of what will be available, I visited the Dortmund job fair the other day.
Mm-hmm.
There's not much. Most of them are manufacturing companies, so not really much opportunity for me, unfortunately. But after that, since I'm already in Dortmund, I figured I might as well visit the uni to talk with my old colleagues. And you know what was waiting for me?
Wait.
For the student election, they were handing out free sausages.
Yeah.
Yay! I opted to take the vegan one because the line for the chicken one was too long. And then all the people in front of me, they were taking like 2 breads and asking for 2 sausages. So I did the same. But like since I already got like the vegan sausage, right, and the chicken sausage is still in process, I saw like the vegan person like cooking something that looks like tofu, and then I was asking them like, "Is that tofu?" And they answered, "It's like, no, it's some kind of like vegan cheese." So might as well try that. It was the cheese was definitely better than the vegan sausage though. The texture of the vegan sausage is appalling. They could have used some vegetables that has more fiber, but it's really disappointing as a sausage. My goodness.
Yeah, well, it really depends. Like some vegan food can actually be good,
Mm-mm.
cause my mom just like my mom isn't a vegan, but like she just really interested in like trying all these food. So like sometimes they just buy it. She just buy it, and then at dinner. I mean, on first glance, I only know it's vegan food. You can tell the difference.
Mm-mm.
And then I ate it, and then my mom just smiled at me, say, "Do you like it?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's all right." And she said, "Do you know what is it?" And yeah, it's vegan sausage, isn't it?
But
Like
yeah.
yeah, they're not bad. Like if you know where to get the good stuff,
Mm-mm.
they're not bad. They're just at the end, they're just food. So
Yeah, but yeah, that's definitely it. Because like I'm same with your mom. I just like to eat them time to time because I'm not a vegan, but like I can't eat both. Like so, like why not? But like it's precisely because I've eaten good vegan food. It's that's why like the sausage was like, no, this is not it. And like I don't know, maybe they could have used this thing called potato starch, and not even potato starch, just any starch. That's like yeah, I think that is how we make the any sausage in like the Chinese food to have some consistency, right?
mm.
Yeah. So yeah, if only they used that instead of normal flour, it could have had a little bit more bite into it. And but this one is just when you bite into it, it just deflates. So it's like the cheese on the other hand, though, it's a little bit. It has a strange. So it had a little bit of a strange texture. It feels really smooth in a way. But
Mm.
there's a really weird smoothness that kind of like creates it like it kind of like polishes my teeth. It's as if I'm if I'm using eraser on my teeth kind of feeling. But the bite and the taste is actually nice, so yeah, I wouldn't complain. Because that's also supposed to be modeled after the cheese that doesn't melt, so cheeses that were supposed to be grilled, and they were supposed to have like some kind of bite, and they were grilled just to give them a little bit of the smokiness kind of thing. Yeah, so that was nice. And of course, it uses German bread, so of course it's nice.
German
bread. Kind of gets everything.
Yeah, can't go wrong with it.
Exactly. Next time you are here, we are eating nothing but bread because everything else sucks. No, just kidding. There are good food in Germany. Like, I know of a good Chinese place. I know of a good Japanese place. I know a good Turkish place. No, just kidding. I mean, like, the pop that I brought you to is quite nice, right?
Yeah. It was really nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Next time I'll bring you into more like of the ones that are meant for Germans, because that one has been. I think that one has way too many British customers, so they kind of cater it to like the British people. Like, I mean, the menu's in English and nobody speaks German, so it's like, oh. I see. So this is the impact of globalization that they have been talking about. It was not as this apparent in Indonesia. Yeah. So yeah, I guess Ayumu has been hungry.
I am hungry.
Yeah, I've had Ichiran just now. So yeah, because I have a relative that goes to Japan a lot, but like of course they don't understand card games, so I can't really ask them to buy cards. But like at least they will buy me snackies.
Yeah, snackies.
Snackies, the one that has actual MSG. Well, not really. The Japan is also not that big on MSG, aren't they? But yeah, that reminds me, the ice cream in the Cup Noodle Museum. That one is super nice. So that's basically just really good vanilla ice cream, and then they put on crackers that was supposed to be flavored after like the cup noodles. So it was savory.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the crackers also modeled after the freeze dried ingredients inside of the cup noodles, so they look like freeze dried vegetables and chicken. But yeah, once you try it, it has the kind of like a salty sweet, which makes it really nice. And the ice cream itself is really good. So I think if the ice cream is shit, it will not work. It works because the ice cream itself is already really good. They have a good base to work with, and they made the most out of it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really like savory sweet stuff. So yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. I think I've been poisoned by my Korean boss. Because like I think like, he said that the point of the most Korean foods, they kind of like try to capture like multiple flavor at once.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why like with Shin Ramen, they like bulldog, like the bulldog is actually like one of the rare ones that it's just spicy. Like the spice is way too in front that like you don't really feel like the other stuff. But like they mostly want things to be like sweet and spicy and salty at the same time, kind of thing. And that is how you get kimchi, which has all three, and sourness as well, depending on how long. Yeah, that's like if you go to like the proper Korean restaurant, sometimes they will serve both the fresh kimchi, so the one that they just pick up like the other day, and the kimchi that has fermented for some time. That has been fermented for some time. So the fresher one, it is much sweeter because like the fermentation has not happened. It's basically just taste of the vegetables with sugar. But like the older ones, they already fermented, so they have all the good stuff, and it's a pleasant sour. It's pleasantly sour, but depending on the restaurant and on how authentic the restaurant is, it can be a little bit in your face. So yeah, make sure you try it in small amounts and make sure that you like it before gobbling the whole thing and setting your throat on fire. Yeah. Koreans are nice.
Yeah, Korean foods are good.
Yeah, kind of have to, if you want the Korean barbecue, you kind of have to dig a little bit deep too. That's the only problem.
Take a what?
Dig your wallet a little bit deep.
Yeah, it's always the case.
Yeah. And also like my boss like says that with Korean barbecue you kind of like don't want the all you can eat once, because like Korean barbecue is all about the quality. So I kind of wanted to do that like occasion, very 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 sparingly. Like if you are on a very 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 good day, you go out with your friend, you have a large budget, and then you just buy the best stuff that they have on the menu. It's like you are here because you are here for the taste. If you are still hungry, you can eat all the side dishes. You can refill them. If you just want to be full, just eat those side dishes. And also they are all mostly pickled vegetables. So depending on your lifestyle, it might be healthier for you relative to your usual lifestyle if you eat fried foods every day. But everything in moderation. But you basically can still fill yourself up from like all the side dishes. So for the meat, you just focus on getting like the best taste basically. Which is still why the Japanese ones is better, because like the Japanese and Chinese one is better because like I still want to bankrupt this restaurant. I don't care about getting the best meat. This is a sport. We are here to have fun in both ways. I want to be full and I want to bankrupt this restaurant. Yep. Yeah, I think have I told you before that like before I moved to Germany, like one of my favorite activities just to go to all you can eat restaurant with my friends. Kind of compete
Never heard about that before, no.
Yeah. So basically, I think like almost twice a month, because like there were always like a promotion for this kind of like establishments. And then they usually, unlike in Germany, where they kind of like, okay, so if you ordered like beef for the table, then they will just give you like enough beef for like 5 people.
Okay.
So yeah. Then, but in Indonesia, if you ordered the beef, for example, they just have a very like they have their own portioning. And then they are usually portioned like small plates, like 5 slices per plates. Like hell, that will satisfy anyone, right? So we will order like 20 plates at once. And because they have the smaller portions, it is much easier to kind of like track how much you have eaten. So they kind of always like compare into like our previous records. Like, hey, I eaten like 11 plate of beef this time. Next time I have to eat at least 11, or if possible 12 to at least keep my own record. Or if I fail, I'd have to eat at least 10 to not fail too much.
Bruh.
Yeah.
That's a pretty dumb competition.
Yeah, but like it's kind of like a recreational sport for me, so it's added a layer of fun, because like this all you can eat restaurants, if you count them with like European prices, they are like dirt cheap compared to like any other restaurant in Europe. But like if you compare it to like Indonesian restaurants, like the good one that I really like which is the chain of Gyukaku, which is a chain from Japan. This 280,000 rupiah, which is if you eat in the mall, it's basically twice to 4 times what you will pay for a normal meal. So kind of wanted to add another layer to make sure that the money is worth it. How you make it into competition. So you add it to a lunch, nice chill afternoon with your friend, and then it's a recreational sport. And then it's an activity. So you have 4 things for things happening for the same amount of money. So yeah, that kind of make more financial sense to do that. But of course, like
I can never use food as recreational activity.
Yeah, that's probably because it's just I just see food as recreational thing sometimes. Like of course, like there are times where I just eat just for sustenance, but like when I have like the leeway, I'll just I sometimes want to try if this flavor will work, or if I can kind of keep like the consistency of my favorite flavors. So it's not that I will play with food and then not eat them. I will still eat them. So it does feel like if I always say that if I ever quit TCG, I will still have a money sink because I really like to cook, and that would feel like a little bit counterintuitive because I need to eat anyway. So what's the problem with me liking to cook? Because if you like to cook as a hobby, you would not just want to cook like the most rudimentary everyday meal that you can kind of plan ahead and then you can kind of scale the cost down. You will want to make like one-time meals that will definitely cost too much for one person to make for one person. But since that is your hobby, you kind of wanted to buy them because you want to try them. It's just like you buy materials to build like a table because you like woodworking. Because the cost doesn't always come from like doing it normally. It comes from you wanting to experiment stuff and you might fail. Yeah. Sometimes, although that's not unrelated, like sometimes the things is just not salvageable. So it's like, yep, you might not be able to eat this, or this thing then there goes like one good meal. Or I just made this dish for like 7 times the price of a normal meal, so it's like at this point is it even worth it? But like I will still do it again.
Nice. Yeah, I'm not too interested in cooking. So yeah.
Or maybe I was just obsessed with fire. I don't know.
Bruh.
Cause like I have a perfectly working electric grill, electric stove top. But like whenever I have the chance to use like the gas grill, I will use the gas grill. Cause it has fire.
Fire.
It costs a lot to run. I think like I think I can use one can, which is like 1.25 euro for like maybe 8 hours not even 8 hours, probably 5 hours total. Probably even less. Maybe 4 hours tops. I never really counted, but it felt that way. So it's always like one session. If I am eating at home with like doing like a home barbecue or a home hot pot, well, keep the thing mostly on for like 2 hours, and then I will use it for like 10 minutes for like daily cooking. And I think I already used like 60 to 70% of it, so it's probably going to last me 3 to 4 hours for €1.25. I don't know if it's expensive or not, but yeah, it suddenly, I can suddenly see the meter because like, it's also a special case because my electric bill is fixed, so I don't never really see the bill running when I am using the electric stovetop. The bill is running for my landlord, of course, but like for me, it's like yeah, fancy button click. But yeah, I blabbered on about my love for cooking, so I probably should let Ayumu have his dinner now. you can now have your allotted dinner for the day, peasant. But yeah.
I'm just gonna have my vegan sausage.
Yeah. So while Ayumu is having his vegan sausage, if you have any questions or any requests, you can always send them to our email at therefreshsteppodcast@gmail.com. Or if you're listening to this on YouTube, you can also send out your requests or comments in the comments below. I guess that has been everything that we can share for this week. We hope that you guys have a nice week going forward, and we'll see you all in the next thing. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
I was so hungry that this response is delayed.